Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
It's Grace!
Orders came to him through a monitor on
Grace!
his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others
Yeah, that is you, Grace.
Stanley
I mean, there's some mildly scary
every
parts, but a
moment of
super
the
liminal
year
horror. Oh, I got you.
as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then
Grace
one
parable.
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
What a loser.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting.
It's probably because he probably owns the company.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very...
His office bigger than mine, for real?
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Quit the game and start again. So I guess I played this before, but bro, on everything I love, I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, now I'm playing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
This guy's
Perhaps
voice
he
is
had simply
satisfying.
missed a memo.
Where's the meeting room?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
It might
door
be
on his
Mason.
left.
I like how it like tells you without telling you where to go.
Yet there was not a single person.
Tips for
in the
not getting
corridor.
fired.
Feeling
Talk
a wave
less,
of disbelief,
do unbelievably
Stanley
amazing work
decided
all
to
the
go
time,
up
every
to
day
his
with no
boss's
exception of
office,
promotion or recognition.
hoping he might find an answer there.
I read that first line of Do I leave? I'm leaving. Ugh. That's probably why no one's here. The company went bankrupt.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs. Executive bathroom. Grace, this is crazy. Stanley, you good? The company has been gone for a long time. Really?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held
They
from
went
him?
bankrupt?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Got it.
Trying to, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Raze, I think this game is popular, I think. Elevator. KH with the 1-bit. You need to disregard the narrator's words? What? What do you mean?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
He has an extra
it was
like
a stirring
dialogue
of emotion in
when
his
you do
chest,
ignore him.
as though he felt
Oh,
more free to think for himself, to question the
oh,
nature
I'll
of
try to
his job.
ignore him. It's
Why
hard
did
to
he
ignore him
think
when he's
this
telling me where to
now,
go.
when for years it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
Where are we? We went
Stanley
for the...
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a
I'm not listening
conscious,
to him.
concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
There's no way you actually die. I'm never listening to Kate. I'm never listening to KH ever again.
And Stanley
What is
was
that on the
edged
screen?
Closer and closer to his demise.
Yo,
He
Grace with the
reflected that his
40
life
bits.
had
I
been
appreciate
of
that,
no
Grace.
consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see
On-screen
the
celebration,
picture.
that's sick.
He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision.
So you basically just took... I just started this game and you basically just took me to my death. I just loaded up this game and now I'm gonna get squashed.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
No.
to his brief and shallow life. Farewell,
Imagine
Stanley.
real life. I'm sorry, no, 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 no!
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Who's that?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
That didn't happen. That did not happen. He escaped.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Am I in the White House?
Every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance. Death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
There's no way that's the game. There's no way that's the game. He's dead? There's multiple endings? That might have been the quickest ending I've ever played in a game. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure this isn't the canon ending. What is this? That's... Where do I go? Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
I'm
How
so
they wish to
confused right
control
now.
one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you
No,
see how
no.
much they need one another? No.
I'm gonna drop kick my dog in about 5 seconds, I
Sometimes
swear to you.
these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What?
Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's.
It said for me to do it. I did it. It said for me to do it. I did it. It said for me to do it. I did it. Wasted no time, exactly. Can we do this game correctly? There's no way I walk to my death in like 5 minutes of... Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, we're getting back into that game. We're gonna do what the narrator says. We're gonna do the narrator says run. Where I clipped it and put in React Media. I'll see it after. I'm not on the computer right now. But what? What? Yo, my dog's not gonna be alive in about 5 seconds. If you guys want a dog, let me know. You gotta enter your favorite time? Well, guess what? 7:41 is my favorite time. Don't bully the dog. I'll drive to your house and get the dog right now. Yo, my dog eats way too much, bro. It's a problem. You know he's like 15 pounds overweight? How accurate? This is this is the most accurate time. Yo, Cage for the 10 bits. Matt, you deserve a large cookie and deserve the reservation restaurant with a good nature of yourself. What? I got paid and I got gas in my car. Let's go. Wait. You trying to come over here? He's old, bro. He's a living fossil, dude. Yeah, he only got like a couple years left in him.
This is the story of a...
Shut up. I already... We're doing this right, not
All
wrong.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
By the
decided
way, the
to go
voice
to the
actor for
meeting
this game
room.
has a
Perhaps he
beautiful and
simply missed a
immaculate
memo.
voice, and I want him right now. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Make it a cat, and I'm going there.
When
I hate
Stanley
cats.
came
On
to a
everything
set
I love,
of
I
two
hate cats.
open doors,
Nah, I'm
he
joking.
entered the door
Cats
and
are
left.
cats are mid. The
Yet
stream is
there was
delayed.
Not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Keep going.
boss's office.
Speed run, speed run.
Stepping into his manager's office,
2845, right?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Oh my god, that's so cool. It knows.
Healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Now they're playing music. I'm just trying to get through the game. Can you please open the door already? I know it's there. Chat's delayed by 20 seconds. Watch
Feeling
this.
soothed and rejuvenated.
Chat's delayed by 20 seconds. Are we back? Boom. No delay. No delay. Like that. System reboot.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
That's the first time you spelled refresh right? That's the second time I spelled it right. What do you mean? Let's go, Messi. My man said I'm jumping off the roof. Never mind. Alright, so play some elevator music.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go
Cage, I appreciate that
unanswered
one bit,
for
dude.
long.
I'm going the right way this time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Let
The
there be
lights
light.
rose on an enormous room packed with television.
Oh
screens.
my god.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Bro, this is what I swear to
Did he
you.
have the strength to
This is
find
what
out?
I need. I'm gonna have like the chat over there. I'm gonna have the game right there. Then I'm gonna have like some YouTube videos over there. Like maybe Discord down there. You need a lot of monitors, man.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Okay,
Each
that's
bore
sick.
the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally
I bet you
monitoring
there's
the
lore
space
in like
where
that camera
freedom
footage
meant
right there.
nothing.
I just bought myself Lightning McQueen Crocs. You should get me some Crocs, Grace. Lightning McQueen socks?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Fired?
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I love Crocs, dude.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
No.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Power facility?
Controls labeled
I'm
with
clicking things
emotions.
now.
Happy, or sad, or content.
They control
Walking,
your
eating,
mind?
working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human
Whoa.
life. For he would dismantle the controls once.
This can be
and
very
for
challenging,
all.
bro. I've done challenging things, and I'm really good at video games.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes, I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Wait, did I make a mistake?
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example,
Wait.
and I believe you'll find this pertinent.
This dude,
Stanley suddenly realized
he's calling
he
me.
had
He just said I won't do it. In other, he just said I won't do it. In other words,
in the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode.
Nuclear
eliminating the entire
detonators?
complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
it's so red in
Now,
here,
this is
dude.
making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
What?
You are the star.
What do I do? What do I do?
Now, shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy.
What do I do?
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Dude, there's a timer. I
This
think.
means I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace.
Do I stay
before
here?
your
It's about to
office
blow up.
break. All right, I'm in a good mood.
Turn around and
You're
leave?
gonna die anyway. I'll tell you
Oh
exactly.
my God, what happened?
happened.
He turned angry.
I erased them. I turned off the machine.
Let me
I
go,
set
let me
you
go, let me go.
free. Of course, that was merely in this instance.
The
of
timer's in
story.
here too.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been...
There's no way I just did that.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the
I'm
control
dead.
wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
I'm dead.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
This guy's a psychopath.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Oh, thank you.
Not. These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
Oh, thank
Time doesn't grow on trees.
What do I do? Follow the cable that was
Oh, dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing?
Yes! I don't know where I'm going. Help!
Assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off. I mean, look at you.
This guy just knows every...
Button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones.
Oh my
Or
God.
This big red button, or this door. Everything,
Oh my God.
anything,
Oh my God.
something here will save me.
This guy's saying everything I'm
Did you
doing.
think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Am I dead?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving.
Button 4?
It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
Button
I'm
1?
going to destroy it first, so you can't.
I'm dead!
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it
No!
go? Another choice.
No, don't do
Make
it! Don't do it!
Or
Do not do
it's
it!
all the same
Do not!
to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we face
It's GG's, we're done for.
happily ever up.
Ah! That lit up my entire room, I kid you not, bro. I seen light in every corner. Mason leaves for 1 minute, the whole place gets burnt down.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We exploded. What's good, Island? Should we continue or should we just hop off for today, bro? Should we continue this game? Or should we just continue, please?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What's good, Island, bro? I appreciate you coming to the stream. How you been, Island? Where are we going now? So is this game just a whole... You just go in different places?
Thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a
Doing good,
reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
That's your
Stanley
new
Parable
screen name?
Ultra
What?
Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable.
It's like a
Ultra
Disney ride.
Deluxe.
Oh,
Matteroni?
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
So wait, this game never progresses? You just keep doing things and things happen?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
He's too excited. I don't like it. That's the same guy that blew me up just a couple minutes ago.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Better
It's
not
as if
start calling me Mataroni.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
It's gonna be a brick wall. Never mind.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I have to keep jumping?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping.
Wait,
Is this
Mason,
what
though, is it
counted
like
for
just you do a whole
exciting
bunch of
new
things in
content?
different endings?
If
Is
this
that
is
it?
new
There's no like a
content,
progressive
then I could
story?
just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be
Are we being for
kidding me.
real?
You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a
Island
cheap
what?
expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore."
Give me the trophy.
What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them
Twitter?
personally
It's not even
accountable.
called Twitter anymore, buddy.
It's my fault,
It's called
Stanley.
X, homie.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What
I don't
do
like-
you say, friend?
This guy's getting creepy now. It's getting creepy now. Yo, Cage with the 1-bit triple X.
Psst. Stanley,
Oh yeah, X is better.
come over here.
No, Twitter is
In
better. I
the
like
vent. I want to show you something.
Marty in the vent. What do you want to show me? Stanley, what do you want to show me, dude? Imagine being named
You
Stanley,
remember
by
how
the way.
cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special
Exclamation mark
and
Twitter.
tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the memory zone. It's where
Whoa.
I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences
That's
like
sick.
the
Is that
launch
an
of the
ending?
Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port?
What?
Remember back in October of 2013?
So wait, is this a game that came out on like the older computers? It was pre-installed on old computers? Is that what this story's about? Wait, KH, you're about to hit 1,000 bits. Oh my gosh. KH is about to hit 1,000 bits of just constant 1 bits. The narrator sounds like a nerd. He probably is a nerd.
When the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, and over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning
When it
triumph
turns
of
it
games
turns like
journalism,
it
10
turns
out
like
of
a
10
blue when you
from
get 1,000.
Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up
Wait, this is a
less than
movie?
any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing
to the moon?
original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable
Cage, you're like
anymore.
30-something
It's
bits
just
away.
a husk now. A lifeless husk with an
That's
hour
crazy.
of new elevator content.
I heard Skyrim. Did he say Skyrim?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The
GameSpot.
Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
Cage, you're 20
9 out of
away.
10. Don't you get it, Stanley?
With the big
game was
1,000.
perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation, boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
The story's pretty good to this, dude. I like it. They're kind of realizing that their game.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
What is this?
What's this? What's down here?
Reviews.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's being collecting down here. Surely these
One bit.
reviews
I
are
think.
glowing
I
as
think.
well.
Yeah, basically
Okay.
like 10, like 10 Cage. You know, I appreciate. Steam review, dude. Hey, Steam review. Let me read this, dude.
Honestly, I could not be bothered.
Imagine
to
this is you, and you find
The
yourself in
narrator
this
is
game.
obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
How much, Grace? Grace be blessing up everybody, dude. I think Stanley was a Gmod. So wait, I never played Gmod before, but I've seen it.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear
2016?
games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did.
Another
Maybe
one.
It wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful
Oh my
memory
God,
to have
Grace.
to hold on to. These black marks.
You
on
better
my
hit
otherwise
100 in total.
unimpeachable track record.
You're
I
Grace,
feel
you're the best for that, and you're
like
so
a
generous for
failure.
real.
Like
Blessing
I let
everybody
these
up in
people
his
down.
chats so they don't gotta
Perhaps
get
the
ads
Stanley
anymore.
Parable
Man.
isn't quite as sterling as I always remember.
I can't talk with this dude in my ear.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
What if I leave?
I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip
That's
ahead for just
insane.
a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive
Make a
reviews
cake.
of the Stanley Parable.
What is that?
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is.
Just skipped it instantly. No hesitation.
You're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourish. Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is
Check the
becoming
time?
longer and longer. That last one was, well...
How do you read time?
I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's... Well,
Wait, that's how much time?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
So if I listened to this guy, that's how many hours it would have been.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my God.
Dude, the lights are turned. Dude, the sun is down.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
We lagging? Are we good?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Oh my gosh.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after.
Just keep skipping.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to
What,
be
does
funny.
this
It
just
was meant
skip
to have a
time?
point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed.
Wait, I am so confused. Spam it?
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never.
See, now he's creeping me out. He's creeping. It's gonna be ended. I'm gonna end it right now.
End is never the end, is never.
I'm so What's good, Vanessa? I've been watching for 20 minutes, but I wasn't talking because I'm meeting it. Oh, I get you, Vanessa. I get you. I appreciate you coming into stream, Vanessa. I really do. You've been watching this whole time? Dude, I think we went too far. Touch grass? I just did. Island is making great sub to everybody. Do I just keep doing it? Now it's on the floor. When do I stop? Oh. Am I playing Dune? I'm allergic to grass. This looks like Dune. You might have officially escaped? No way, this is the real ending. Is that the real canon ending? I'm so confused.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You made it out? So that was it. That was the game. We made it out. Oh my god, we made it out.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.